Matt Gay to kick off for Las Vegas.
Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. And off we go from Vegas. And the return will bring him to the 28-yard line. And that's where the out. For the first time in this one.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll go play action. It's Prescott. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll bring up second down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Try again. It's second and 10. First carry now for Jaden Blue. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Third and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And now it's fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
To the air right away is Mendoza. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
To throw on second down, it is Mendoza. A throw right side, taken in by Tucker. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Las Vegas, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, Mendoza. And he'll take it on in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Devontae Turpin on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
And he will go down. Doesn't even get a throw off. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mendoza to throw on first down. That is incomplete.
Mendoza's pass.
Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
Coverage by Caleb.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Genty. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. It'll bring up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Mendoza. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
For a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Mendoza. Over the middle, it's intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
On the play fake. Dak. He's going to let one go. Deep for Lamb. And that is incomplete. Couldn't connect with CeeDee Lamb. It'll be second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They put Pickens in motion. Play fake. Prescott. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And this one incomplete. On third down, they cannot connect.
Incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions. And now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Turnover on down.
On first down, it's Mendoza. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On second down, here's Mendoza. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. He might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but he might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Now, this looks like a design run. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
I love this call on fourth down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big first down.
New set of downs. It's first and 10. Shotgun snap for Mendoza. That one intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. That is Ferguson in motion. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 3. Blue now on the zone read. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And they will remain down by 1.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
First and 10, and here's Mendoza. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time, and it'll bring up second down.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Here's Mendoza now on second down. A ball deep for the end zone. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Here's Mendoza. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
An 8-yard loss brings up fourth down.
Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with fourth down coming up. They snap it to Mendoza. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. The extra point by Gay is good. and the Raiders will take a 14-6 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On play action, here's Dak. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That one taken in with one hand. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain no first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Raiders extend it to a 21-6 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. To the left side. Caught by Lamb. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice catch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second down and a yard. Dak going to give this to Blue. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Cowboys.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. It has a similar effect.
That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Looking to throw is Mendoza. He gets this one to Tucker. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Mendoza. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They put Pickens in motion. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He'll let this go for Pickens. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Moving to his right. He's going to try it here again. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
First down throw for Mendoza. And that is incomplete.
Mendoza's pass.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mendoza gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Third down, 3 to go. Out of the gun, Mendoza looking for the home run ball deep downfield. To the goal line and in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now Gay for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Cowboys 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 46, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Over the middle, it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Mendoza to throw on 1st down. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
It's a gain of 16
That's his
yards.
3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Mendoza. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Jeanty that time.
It's 2nd down
And it'll
10.
be 2nd down. Throwing is Mendoza. On the run to the right. Taking off. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Retains possession.
A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Throwing, Mendoza. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
1st and 10.
Shotgun snap for Mendoza. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Again, Mendoza. Here's a shot toward the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. Prescott. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Genti. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Pick it up right where they left off. They start the second half with a solid pickup and a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now it's Mendoza. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And he's into the end zone yet again. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
They're on the 25-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Pistol now for Prescott. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
To number 9.
Trying to find something positive. This has been a rough one. A little bright spot there with the first down. Here's Dak to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
To number 9. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Dak. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player. But tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
To the air again, Prescott. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Trying to find something positive. This has been a rough one. A little bright spot there with the first down.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
3-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges Anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on third down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on third down. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get up.
Maybe they're starting to count how many possessions do I have left. They're going to try to get another one with an onside kick here. Bit of a risk here in the third quarter, and this one is covered by the hands team.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
On first down, it's Mendoza. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On second down, here's Mendoza. He'll locate Thornton over the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
A gain there of 27 yards.
First down. First and 10.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. That's going to be caught. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
First down, Prescott. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Trying to find something positive. This has been a rough one. A little bright spot there with the first down. They go play action. It's Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First and 10, and here's Mendoza. He'll get this complete to his tight end Bowers. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
16 yards. And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run to begin the 4th, and here's Genty. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's running, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
He'll get this off to Genty. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 27. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Mendoza. A throw right side. Taken in by Tucker.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll run with Genty. And the defense rallies to the ball, brings them down at the 5. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
They snap it to Mendoza. Escaping to hit, and he will score again. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Game to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will add one more onto their big lead.
Cowboys 12.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays. I think at this point, Mike, he doesn't care whether they hand it to him, throw it to him. He just wants to be the guy with the ball in his hand when his team needs a big play, and he came through there with a big first.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play fake. Prescott forced out wide. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Malcolm Hoots, relentless in his pursuit. He finally ran him down. It's a loss of 8. They'll run the toss here with Blue. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He's to the sideline and caught by Pickens. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand. Mendoza to throw on 1st down. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
13 yards.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st down throw for Mendoza. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
Raiders.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and
that is caught. What a throw. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Raiders. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Raiders add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. On 1st down, here's Blue. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Trying to find something positive. This has been a rough one. A little bright spot there with the 1st down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Man in motion, heading right. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. In motion, Lamb. Lou going to get it again here on 1st down, and he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
He's run down at the 40.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day...
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, Mendoza. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft. But I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
In motion, Lamb. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
It's a little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Now he takes off. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Escaping the pressure right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. As a gain of 18.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you're on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
From the gun, here's Mendoza. On the move left. Now he'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Shotgun snap for Mendoza. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
You just never want to overthrow an open receiver. If anything, even if the receiver just has to slow down a little bit to run under the ball, that's okay. It might not end up in a touchdown, but you're at least going to end up with a completion.
3rd down and 3 coming up. Here we go. One final, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. I'm not sure why they were in pass mode as it is, but thankfully, this brings this one to an end. So this one, a win for the Raiders, and they made it look easy. Their offense playing at about as high a level as they can play. Defense wasn't too shabby either, and they're able to get the victory here by a rout in grand style.